WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5 AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
And good evening from Riverdale High School, the home of the Warriors, and it's tonight's ball game between the Oakland Patriots and the Riverdale Warriors. Here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports, I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett tonight here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And Brian, it's a beautiful, beautiful night for baseball tonight.
It is just a few light wispy clouds out there, 84 degrees, and throughout our game time tonight, 83 at 6, 89 at 7, 79 at 7, and 74 at 8 o'clock. So t-shirt and shorts, very comfortable here at the reservation tonight.
Yes, sir, and we will have the starting lineups and the Rutherford County Roundup brought to you by Rick's Barbecue as we continue here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
It's the Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, and it's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. At Rick's Barbecue, quality comes first, serving up fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the old-fashioned way over real hickory wood. Whether it's pork, chicken, beef, you'll taste the difference in every bite. Don't forget to try fan favorites like wings, slaw dogs, and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to your plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to serve up a meal you won't forget. Stop by today on Warrior Drive just off South Church Street and taste the tradition. And we've got a slate of action tonight. And, Brian, you've got what's going on tonight.
Wednesday's kind of a light night in terms of most sports except baseball. Over in District 9, they're wrapping up the series between Blackman and Smyrna this evening. Blackman going for the sweep in that one. And Stewart's Creek is at Laverne. The Creek going for the sweep there. Oakland and Riverdale, game one last night went by way of the Patriots, so Oakland trying to sneak a road win in here. Riverdale needing a win to make it 1-1 going back to Oakland tomorrow night. We're going to have this game in a second. Siegel is at Rockvale this evening, and that's a look at the baseball slate of games. We've got all spring sports you can check out on our website, wgnsradio.com/scoreboard.
All right, here's the starting lineup brought to you by Winners Trophies, JHA Company, and Fans Heating and Air. For the Oakland Patriots, Braxton Griever will lead it off and play third base. Asher Evans will be at shortstop batting second. Over at first base hitting third will be Andrew Carver. Caden Wayman will be the cleanup hitter. He'll bat and play right field. Savion Campbell will be the designated hitter tonight, batting fifth. Hitting sixth is Colton Brabender, the second baseman for Oakland. Gabe Copps will be in left field. That's C-O-P-S, Copps in left field. And Mason Hargrove will do the catching, hit 8th. And Banks Barron will be in center field and hit 9th. And Lane Veron will be on the mound for the Patriots. For the Riverdale Warriors, it's Noah George leading off and playing shortstop. Liam Goodhart will be at first base. Jay Insani will do the catching, hit 3rd. Davis Wilson, the cleanup hitter, will play 3rd base. James Jones in right field hits 5th. Matthias Goodhart will play left field, and he'll bat 6th. Tyson Spink will be the designated hitter, batting 7th. And Colson Underwood will be in center field, batting 8th. Caleb Rivas will be the pitcher tonight. And Tyler Dreiling will be at second base for the Warriors. He is the flex player. I don't know if they call that in baseball or not. But Riverdale will have George, Goodhart, Insani, Wilson, Jones, Goodhart, Spink, Underwood, and Rivas. For Oakland, it'll be Griever, Evans, and Carver, Wayman, Campbell, Braybender, and the final 3, Gabe Tops, Hargrove, and Banks Barron. And those starting lineups brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Brian, any final thoughts before we get ready for the national anthem here in just a second?
Oakland comes in at 8-17. They're 1-3 in District 9 or District 8 4A play, and the Patriots got that first victory last night at home versus Oakland, and the final score in that one was 9-2 Patriots. Riverdale comes in at 19-10-1. They are 2-2 in district play, and the district standings, Siegel is 4-0 atop the district and a 2-game lead over Riverdale, and 3-game lead over Oakland and Rockvale here in the early going. But John, it doesn't take very long to get through 9 games. This is the second of 3-game series that these teams will play, so all of these games are very important.
And we're going to have first pitch right after this timeout here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
If I had to rate the office of John Day,
I would definitely give him a 5-star rating.
20 stars. Probably like 100 stars.
If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
John Day's office was wonderful.
They are caring.
I would recommend them to everyone.
Over 1,000 times a year, a lawyer refers someone who needs help in a personal injury or wrongful death case to us because we treat every referral in a timely, professional way. Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust. Trust the law offices of John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSSports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
And we welcome you here to tonight's game. We're live from the reservation here on the campus of Riverdale High School, and we're parked in the Limbaugh Lounge right now. And David Limbaugh and the gang's all here, so we're ready for some baseball. And here to take you with the first part of the game, here's Brian Barrett.
John, I was so relaxed in the Limbaugh Lounge that during the national anthem, other than standing to salute our country, I was thinking, why do Wasp bust their brains in trying to get in a window?
It's the reflection. They love to go against the reflection of the window.
But after the first time, don't you think, man, that hurt. I'm not going to do that again. But not a Wasp.
I really never have thought that, but I mean, if you're thinking that, that's okay.
That's what I was thinking. And just to be honest,
Murph is here tonight as well, but I don't think he has a job. I don't know why they won't give him a job to do. I don't understand.
I've never seen him do a job.
No, I've never. I mean, gets in, comes in.
I guess his job is professional sports viewer.
Well, now he does go get David hamburgers, so that's one thing. So he's good there.
Gotcha. Wonder if he's got business cards for that.
Hamburger getter?
Yeah. Or professional high school, Rutherford County High School game viewer.
There you go. That sounds more important as well.
One of the few people that probably see as many or more, probably more games than we do a year.
Oh, yeah, by for sure.
Yeah.
He makes two games a night sometimes.
That's true. That's true. We've never really figured out how to do that. We're about ready to get this one underway, and it's going to be the Oakland Patriots batting here in the top innings. Clad in the gray road uniforms with Navy numbers and Navy Oakland across the chest. Riverdale in the home whites, their pinstripe with cardinal pinstripes, looks like. Cardinal numbers trimmed in gold. Riverdale across the chest. And Rivas steps onto the mound to face Braxton Griever. Gives the nod and the pitch. It's in for a strike, and we're underway here.
Time 6:02.
And David Limbaugh took the words right out of my mouth. 6:02 is your official first pitch here tonight. Your Bulova first time of the first pitch, and there's another strike in. So Rivas working pretty quickly here to the third baseman, Braxton Griever. Patriots got win 9-2 at home over Riverdale last night. There's a swinging miss there, and it's strike out number one for Rivas. And he's off to a good start here for the Warriors. Asher Evans, the batter. Oakland shortstop. Right-handed batter steps in the box, and Rivas already ready to get it going here. First pitch is a swing and a miss on a ball that broke across the plate from left to right. 0-1 the count, and the pitch on the way. Another one right down Warrior Drive. He is throwing bullets. That one at 81.
His catcher tonight is Insani. We'll give you that infield here.
Swing and a miss. He's working so quick. That's back-to-back strikeouts now.
I better do it now, don't I?
Yeah.
Goodhart is at first. Dreiling is at second. George is over at short. Wilson at third. Goodhart, little brother, is in left. Underwood in center, and Jones is in right for the Warriors.
Andrew Carver, the first baseman, your batter. For Oakland here, already down to their last out of the first inning. Pitch on the outer half. He has thrown nothing but strikes. He's gotten ahead in the count early. The pitch swung on, fouled away for strike two. He has 2 strikeouts, and he has the third batter down to their last strike with only 8 pitches. It's 360 dead away center, 320 left field, and 330 down the right field line here at the reservation. The 0-2 swung on, popped up right side. Goodhart drifts back over at first and is under it for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no one left on. We move along to the bottom of the first. No score between Oakland and Riverdale. Coming up to bat, State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carry-out or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack, located at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. That's State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877.
Bottom of the first, and it's Lane Baron on the mound, taking a few more warm-up tosses. Our second time to see Lane. Oakland's number 2 in the pitching rotation. Outfield pretty much all in the sun. Well, everybody's in the sun, honestly.
That's Copps is in left, Barron in center, Wayman in right. The infield, first base at Carver, Braybender is at second, Evans at short, and Griever is at third. Hargrove behind the plate, and Veron, of course, on the mound.
Shortstop number 3, Noah George.
That horrendous noise was a microphone getting knocked away. That happens pretty frequently, apparently. Noah George batting .374, 34 hits. No homers, but 16 RBI. He takes a strike on pitch number 1.
Took a little something off on that first pitch there.
So he's ahead 0-1. This pitch gets by and behind Hargrove, who, as John mentioned, is catching Lane. And that's the first ball thrown here in the game. 9 pitches, 3 outs, 2 strikeouts for Rivas. Pitch, way inside. George had to jump back jack on that one.
Of course, we can see it fine on our the new video scoreboard they have out there.
That's true.
Pitch
way out there. And
speed of the pitch.
Another one well inside. So 3 straight balls thrown here after Veron got ahead of George, 0-1.
Balls are yellow, strikes are green, right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Pitch swung on, lined into left field, and this is going to drop. George going to stay at first there with a leadoff single.
First baseman number 10, Liam Goodhart.
Had a good hitter's count, and he lined it out at the left. Didn't try to do too much.
Liam Goodhart, your batter now. Leading the team with a .435 average. 37 hits, 29 driven in, 6 homers on the year. Insani, who is on deck, leads the team in homers. This one fouled away. Riverdale with the turf infield here. A lot of our local high schools have that. Runner going here, and the crack of the bat, it's going to zip right past the shortstop Evans. into shallow left field, and it's back-to-back hits for the Warriors, and they're off and running here with 2 on and nobody out.
Same identical spot, basically.
So Insani, with his .352 average, he's got 8 homers, again leading the Warriors in the home run department. Has driven in 28, just behind Goodhart's 29. He's got an RBI opportunity or 2 here as the catcher steps in. There's that brain-damaged Wasp again. Swing and a miss as the runners go. It's a double steal, and everybody's safe. George made it a little interesting down there as he didn't slide past the bag, but almost stepped off of the bag, running down to third. So a double steal, and there are 2 in scoring position for Insani.
That Wasp is really bothering you, isn't it?
It is. Pitch in for a strike on the outside corner. That one did have a little something taken off. It came across at 77 miles per hour.
He doesn't belong, does he, the Wasp? He just doesn't belong up here. Get away, get away.
It's apparently his home up here somewhere, though.
I think so. So maybe we're invading his private area.
Here's the pitch, fouled back. I wonder if in a Wasp world that this is his TV. And he sees different people every day.
If he is, he's not seeing a whole lot. The ratings are really low.
Well, it's cable. 0-2 is the count to Jay Insani. Veron very carefully pitching here. This one going to be skied into center field. The runners are going to hold. This is very deep, and this one is out of the ballpark. It just kept carrying, and it's a 3-run blast for Jay Insani, his 9th homer of the season. And the Warriors have just put a triple spot on the board.
That was a majestic blast. It just kept rising and kept going.
When it left the bat, John, I didn't know that it had the velocity to get out, but it carried and carried and carried and just kept rising. 3-run homer for Jay Insani. Puts Oakland behind the 8 ball here early. Davis Wilson, your batter. Davis hitting .294 with a homer on the year. Has driven in 11 on the season on 25 hits. Pitch fouled away.
They're getting really good cuts off of Ron right now.
If you're just joining, bottom of the first, it's 3-0 Riverdale. You just missed a Jay Insani 3-run homer. You might want to scrub back if you're watching on Big G. This one lined right at Brabender there.
That ball was hit hard.
So the second baseman, Brabender, makes that 4 unassisted for the first out. And striding to the plate is James Jones, the right fielder here. Batting .282 on the season. Swing and a miss on the first pitch up there. One of the few batters that Lane has been ahead on here. 2 homers for James on the season. This one fouled back right side and into the Riverdale fan area, the bleachers, almost into the sky deck that's above the first base dugout, which is the Riverdale home dugout. Got him on top of both dugouts here. Here's a chopper, pretty deep, charging in Griever. Makes the throw to first, and nicely done there. Griever to Carver for out number 2. Griever made that look really easy, but he came charging in, and it was obviously his ball and his play to make. and he made it for out number 2. Patriots trying to get out of the inning with no more damage here. Here's a chopper to Brabender. Took its time getting there, and then they're going to have to tag him, and Carver does, and that is going to end the inning, that is. But not before we give you this recap. The Warriors score 3 runs on 3 hits. One, the 3-run homer by Jay Insani. And there were no errors, walks, or hit batsmen. No one left. We've completed 1 with your score. Riverdale 3, Oakland nothing. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
I just really appreciate Danny and his whole team. I always feel like I'm going to get great service and the right outcome.
You just don't find any better people.
He's always been very good.
We've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutorepair.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auction helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV is brought to you in part by JHA Company, Rutherford County Schools, Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, and Las Casas Feed Supply. Rivas in his second inning of work. He had a very easy first inning, and he's ahead now with a 3-0 lead.
Number 2.
Nothing like a 3-0 lead, huh?
You out of breath?
A little bit. Oh. I had to do sprints.
Didn't miss a thing.
Top of the second here. Caden Wayman, the batter, sends this one deep to left. It's going to hit in fair territory and roll almost against the wall. Goodhart out and left. Going to have to get it in, but that's the first hit off of Rivas. So a leadoff double there.
Good start for the Patriots. Got plenty of time. Riverdale got the runs early. They've got plenty of time to scratch over some runs. Don't have to get it all at one time. Big run out there at second.
Rivas had a very, very easy first inning. Now a little trouble here as Wayman takes a lead at second. He's definitely slowed as he checks the runner. Pitch to Savion gets by, and that's going to allow Wayman to get to third. It's very interesting how one inning to the next things can be so completely different.
Well, it just takes a hit or a walk and just kind of mentally mess you up a little bit.
One little thing. So Wayman at third. Campbell, your batter. It's a 1-0 count to him in the pitch. Just misses inside. And Sonny held it there for him, but didn't get that call. It's 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Lined right at the third baseman, Wilson, and diving back is Wayman, and gets back just in time by about a step.
Well, Campbell wasn't fooled with that. He had a line shot to third, but unfortunately for him, right to the third baseman.
Wilson with a good snag out there at third. Pull up my roster here. Colton Brabender, your batter. Going to pop this one up into shallow center. Coming in is Underwood to get under it. They throw it in pretty quickly, and Oakland going to hold the runner there. And that would have been a bang-bang play, and probably the percentage of Wayman scoring would have been below 50% at least on that one. So now 2 away, and Oakland definitely does not want to spoil a leadoff double here and come away with nothing. But it's going to be up to Gabe Copps, the left fielder. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Rivas trying to regroup.
Somebody makes a great play, you know what's going to happen. Copps got robbed.
You ready? You're getting ready for that one, aren't you?
Getting ready for it.
0-1. Going to foul this one out of the park and behind the first base side. So you got the Goodhart brothers out there now. Liam at first. Latias out there in left. Swung on, popped it up right side. Speaking of Goodhart, Liam in the sun makes the catch, and that is out number 3. Well, that was a fairly easy inning despite the hit. No runs for Oakland, 1 hit, and 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Riverdale over Oakland. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a Sheriff's Office that really sets the standard. Early voting starts April 15th through the 30th, and the primary is May the 5th. I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer J.M. Stewart.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is, brought to you by Rutherford County Schools, where education goes beyond the classroom. Through innovative career pathways and award-winning academics, students are gaining the skills needed for college and future careers. That is the RCS difference. Discover the opportunities at rcschools.net.
Well, we are here in the bottom of the second inning. It's 7, 8, and 9 due up here for the Riverdale Warriors. And Tyson Spink is your batter, the DH for the Warriors. And the first pitch, he swung it right up the middle, deep in the gap. And Evans from short tried to make a charging catch, but couldn't. They'll hold him to a single, and that is the 4th hit of the game off of Lane Veron.
Veron almost snagged that, but his delivery forced him to the left, and he couldn't get the backhand to it in time. Leadoff single.
His momentum was carrying him away to the other side.
That's why Greg Maddox was so good as the Braves. He always, after the pitch, he wound up square to the batter's box. About 8 Gold Gloves.
I think his birthday was this week.
I think that's right.
Throw over to first, and Spink is back. He has another birthday with another Brave. Can't remember who it is now. Squaring to bunt is Colson Underwood, and fouls it back. That's going to bug me, so I'm going to look it up. Stepping out of the box is Underwood. He's back in. And the 0-1. Bunt laid down right back to Veron. But it gets Spink down to second, which is exactly what they wanted to do. So a sac bunt. Get Spink to second with one away. Caleb Rivas, your batter. It's actually 3 Braves. Now, one of them we had on our celebrity birthdays. One we did not. The former Brave who shares a birthday that we had on celebrity birthdays on the Wake Up Crew is David Justice. April 14th. So yesterday were their birthdays. Another Brave that we did not have on that list, Steve Avery. This pitch high and over the head of Rivas, and that allows Spink to third. You didn't ask for that bit of trivia, but you got it.
That's pretty unusual, 3 teammates.
Isn't it? I thought it was with 2. I certainly didn't know about Steve Avery. The 1-0, just a bit outside. Nice dive to the right and a stop by Hargrove behind the plate. Runner at third for Riverdale, already up here 3-0, and an emphatic strike called on that outer half at 83 miles an hour. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Rivas. We go back to the top of the order that did all the damage to lead off the game. Swing and a miss. So that's 2 strikes now, 2 balls, 2 strikes for Rivas. Last night's Middle Tennessee baseball game, John, at Belmont. They were down 7-2. They come back to win it something like, I can't remember the score. Boy, another one way outside. Good stop that time again by Hargrove. They come back to win it by several runs, but it took 13 innings and 5 hours total for the game.
That's tough on a broadcaster.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes, fouled at the plate.
Braves had to come from behind win last night. Down 5-3 in the 8th.
Well, I was for certain, because that game was sailing along. It was like in the 5th inning, and I saw that Middle Tennessee was down, and thought, well, the pitch is fouled away again. And Rivas with a good at bat here.
Somebody must have said something.
Well, yesterday's game started at 4. So thankfully it did, but I thought we were going to get plenty of the Braves game in, and it turns out we didn't. Because it was 9 o'clock before we got to the Braves. Another payoff pitch. This one popped up right side. And getting under it is Wayman. Runner will tag, though, and Spink is going to wind up in for run number 4 for the Warriors. It's 4-0. So a sac fly and an RBI for Rivas. And with 2 out, it's the top of the order. Riverdale did not waste a leadoff hit and got theirs across. Have increased their lead here. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The batter, Noah George, takes one inside.
Good ABC baseball. A single, then a bunt, then a wild pitch, and a sacrifice fly.
That's how big the wild pitch was in that, though, right? In that sequence. The pitch is outside for a ball. So inside, then outside for Lane here. George singled, scored a run, had a stolen base all last inning. Popped it up right side. Is there room? And drifting, and Carver tried to get under it, and then it kind of drifted away at the last second.
Great effort by Carver. He wound up in the bullpen for Riverdale. That's a tough play for a first baseman because it's directly over your head.
And here at this park, he's fighting the sun terribly. 2-1 is inside for a ball. It's 3 balls and a strike to Noah George. Oakland trying to get out of the inning with limited damage, but that hit him in the elbow protection. Boy, there's nothing worse for a pitcher, John, to come back in the count a little bit and then hit a batter.
Lane is struggling right now. But if he can hold the damage here to 1 run, would be nice for Oakland.
Liam Goodhart is a batter he did not want to see in back-to-back innings, I don't think. Goodhart singled and scored a run last inning, and this ball's going to get away from Hargrove, and George is going to sneak down to second.
Pass ball.
And George is in scoring position. So a check of the runner, and here is the 1-0. Skied right side. Can Wayman get under it? Wayman on his horse and does get under it for out number 3. That was not hit as far as anybody here thought, I don't think. So a fly out to right field is going to end the Riverdale second inning. The Warriors give up the Warriors score 1 run on just 1 hit. There was a hit batter, 1 left. We've completed 2 innings now with your score. The Riverdale Warriors up 4-0 over the Oakland Patriots on State Farm Prep Baseball.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you by combining your home and auto.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. State Farm agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850.
It's 8-9-1 here to face Caleb Rivas, starting his 3rd inning. And the batter, Mason Hargrove, did not go as it was appealed on the first pitch, which was a ball. Caleb is the catcher. Tough for a catcher to lead off. Outside for a ball. It's 2-0. He has to shed all that catcher's gear pretty quick. The pitch from Rivas. It is high. And now they're going to ask for the appeal again, and Rivas is not going to get that appeal. A little frustrated.
Well, that second pitch, I think, is what he's frustrated on.
Uh-huh.
They look good.
So Rivas in the hole here. Takes that one all the way, and he's going to wind up walking. So that's the first walk of the game for either pitcher. Obviously the first for Rivas. And we've got
Eilers, Josh Eilers.
Now batting number 14, Stephen Banaski.
Okay, so Eilers is there, but number 14 is the batter now.
Oh, Banaski.
How is that? That's definitely not what was on the lineup, was it? So a pinch hitter in Banaski.
Bringing first base number 7, Josh Eilers.
So Eilers at first is pinch runner for Mason Hargrove, and Stephen Banaski, pinch hitter for Banks Barron. He took a ball on the first pitch. And the 1-0 shows bunt, tries to get it down the first base side, but it goes foul. That is something you don't see every day. Pinch hitter in the first at bat.
Well, they're down 4-0. I think this is a.
Maybe he's your bunter?
Well, quite possibly.
He was bunting last time. Is he still bunting him? Count 1-1. He is. And this one was high, and I think jammed his finger.
That was a tough pitch to bunt up high, up in his eyes. Kind of like he got a piece of it at all.
Shadows have worked almost to the pitcher's mound here at Riverdale. Still a piece of home plate in the sun. It's weird. Must be how it's coming through the stands. Tries to poke it out there to bunt it. Takes a strike and is strikeout victim number 3. Rivas had retired the first 2 batters, including Braxton Griever in the first with strikeouts, and then just now picking up his 3rd strikeout. So 1 away for the top of the order and Griever.
Keeps that double play in order, possible double play.
Throw over to first. And back is Eilers. Ready for the first pitch to Braxton. Oakland third baseman. Lets one across and takes a ball. 1-0. Beautiful day here from Riverdale High School. Good crowd here, of course. Always is. Pitch in for a strike, and Insani was up really quick, making sure Eilers was not doing anything funny over there. One ball and one strike to Braxton Griever. The pitch, it's an excuse me swing there. It's going to go right back to the pitcher's circle, pitcher's mound, and be thrown from Rivas to Goodhart. Eilers goes to second. Griever was in the process of pulling that bat back, and it just hit the bat. Kind of an odd play there. That's out number 2. But Oakland with their second scoring opportunity here of the game, down 4-0. And Asher Evans, the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch on the way. Went around that time on the first pitch. I think it's 0-1. But we'll see. Rivas taking his time getting the sign from Insani. That's definitely a strike. And it's 0-2. So 0-2 to Evans. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up right side. in foul territory, and nice grab there by Liam Goodhart right at the fence. And that is out number 3. That was a little blue star right there for the first baseman for the Warriors. No runs for the Oakland Patriots this inning. No hits either. There was a walk and one left. We move to the bottom of the third inning with your score, Riverdale 4, Oakland nothing. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio, WGNS, and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. You can find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Riverdale over Oakland.
Brian and John here with you as Jay Insani is going to lead things off. If you were with us back in the first inning, he busted open this game with a 3-0 spot on the scoreboard with a 3-run homer. Takes a strike on the first pitch. Second pitch skyward, right side, foul territory.
Ron was getting the pitches in the first inning too close into the zone and had 3 straight hits and then tapped off by that home run, that 3-run shot.
It was kind of took its time getting out of here, but just kept rising and going. One ball and 2 strikes is the count to Jay here. Swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw him out at first, and Hargrove having a hard time coming up with it, but does throw the strike down there to Carver for the out. That is the first strikeout for Lane Veron. David Wilson, your batter for Riverdale. 0 for 2 today, line to third, or line to second. He's going to send this one to left field, left center. And catch is made for out number 2. David James, your batter here now. Jones, grounded third. And takes a strike on the first pitch. John, I'm pretty sure that Banaski is out there at left field now. He's the one who just made that catch. Swing. He went for strike 2.
So obviously Barron is out. Copps must have gone to center.
The pitch, shot to short. Evans scoops it, throws to first, and got him. So it's a 1-2-3 retirement of the Riverdale Warriors here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Let's go to the fourth. Riverdale 4, Oakland nothing. State Farm Prep Sports.
Looking for the best Blue Raider gear in town? Raider Tees has you covered. From stylish apparel and hats to unique MT-themed gifts and accessories, we've got everything a true Blue Raider fan needs. Whether you're headed to the game, shopping for a fellow fan, or just want to show off your Middle Tennessee pride, Raider Tees is the go-to spot. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS, and check out our unbeatable selection. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue. This is a paid legal ad.
There are no bad questions. I would encourage anybody who has been injured and they believe it's somebody else's fault to reach out to us. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, and we're happy to give answers.
Turn left, they're there. You turn right, they're there. They was just there. And to me, they're the number one. They're the number one in the world.
Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust.
The law office of John Day, they were great.
Trust the law offices of John Day.
They saved my life.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game this afternoon, or this evening anyway, is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Still 4-0 Riverdale. We go to the fourth.
Andrew Carver.
Well, it's Andrew Carver who will lead things off here for the Oakland fourth inning. One hit for the Oakland Patriots, 0-1-0. 4-4-0 for the Riverdale Warriors, who are leading here 4-0. And here's the first pitch on the way from Rivas, and it's in for a strike call. Rivas got that one up there at 79. Carver popped up to first base his last time up, his only time up. This pitch high. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The pitch, swing and a miss. John, we've seen a few video scoreboards over the years. I'll tell you the one thing that I really like about this one. The pitch. Outside, even up at 2 apiece. The balls are a distinct color. The strikes are a distinct color.
Yeah.
That helps you really pick it up.
See the score well.
Uh-huh. Big enough fonts. Swung on, pretty well hit to left center. And back is Latias Goodhart at the warning track to make the catch.
He made that look pretty easy.
Sure did.
Number 2. Caden.
I mean, really easy. That was hit probably 300 feet out there because he was right there at the warning track. Caden Wayman, who has the only hit of the game for Oakland, is going to lead things off. Watches one outside. One out here in the fourth. Oakland's had 2 base runners. The pitch swung on, chopped through the gap right past the third baseman Wilson. George was playing on the second base side, and it gets in for a hit. Second one of the game. And the second one for Oakland, and happens to be the second hit for Wayman.
They haven't figured out Wayman yet, have they?
No. And
gotten everybody else.
I'm not so sure that Wayman was not in the process of trying to pull that bat back. He really didn't get all of that one for sure, but it had a weird bounce to it.
Seeing eye dog.
Yeah.
What that was. A bleeder.
Savion Campbell fouls this one behind home plate.
Well, he smoked one back in the second, but it was right to the third baseman.
Yeah, and Wilson was kind of playing a little further over than he is now. I think because of Wayman maybe being at second at that point. I don't think he had a stolen base. But I didn't write it down if he did. The pitch. High fly ball into shallow center, and what a catch by Underwood. He came flying in. I mean, he had the throttle wide open. He dropped it, though. Didn't catch it. I thought he caught it. He came up with the ball, but they say it bounced in.
Second baseman, number 5, Colton Braybender.
That was going to be like a highlight reel play if he made that catch. So Oakland with 2 on now. Runners at first and second, just 1 out. So Oakland's got a threat going here in the 4th, down 4-0. Here's another one sent to left field. Matthias is going to make the catch and get it in quick enough to hold the runners at first and second.
Oakland's still looking for that big hit. They haven't been able to.
Number 21.
What really hurt was that runner at third, nobody out. They didn't get a run in.
Yeah, that was the second inning. They've had base runners the second, third, and now 4th inning. And they're 1 hit from tying Riverdale in the hit department. But where it counts, they trail 4-0. Pitch on the way to Copps. Oh. And they threw it down to first. Did they get him? Oh, no. Nope. Did not.
Where's the replay when you need it? That was – I thought he tagged him.
Well, Coach Barry Messer sure thought he did too. And so I think they're going to appeal to the first base umpire tells Barry, you go over there. And now they're going to have a conference with all 3.
Which is going to send Mac Hawks into cardiac arrest.
Well, you will see the slowest walk onto the field ever with a death stare like you wouldn't believe if they overturn it. Because it'll be out number 3. It will be out number 3 of the inning, too. And this is a pretty deep conversation. They're saying he's safe. Barry's going to get in a few more shots at first base umpire, I'm sure. I know what he's saying to him, too. There goes that steak dinner I promised you earlier. He's probably not saying that. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Gabe Copps. Two on for Oakland. A hard stare down of the runner, and now Rivas off the rubber.
Yeah, I thought Copps was going to step out on him, but he hung in there.
Insani with the sign. Rivas another peek at second. Steps off as if he were going to throw to second. Runs Wayman back. If you ever saw the Old West duels with the guys looking at each other before they draw their guns, that's kind of what's going on here. Rivas throws back to second, and Wayman back safely. If Lutz could kill, we'd be out of the inning about 10 minutes ago. Ready for the 1-0 pitch. Copps has been here for like ever. Swing and a miss. Tried to golf one out there. Copps has been at the plate for 5 minutes, and that was the first pitch to him after all of what happened with the appeal and all that. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Outer half, and it's a ball. Jay tried to convince the home plate umpire. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 out, 2 on here for Oakland in the top of the 4th. It's 4-0 Riverdale. This is an important half inning for the Patriots. The pitch to Copps. Low. Another bad one would load up the bases. So Rivas takes a moment to compose himself. Takes a big deep breath, steps back to the rubber. Agrees with the sign and the pitch. Fastball down the middle for strike 2. So it's a full count now.
He's going to probably get a pitch he likes. Being 3-2. He just took that one.
We'll see what they offer Gabe Copps. The pitch. Swung on, lined into left field, and pretty deep, and under it over there is Jones for out number 3. I said left field, I meant right. I think I did. Anyway, no runs for the Oakland Patriots. There were 2 hits, and they strand 2. That's now 4 base runners they've left stranded out there and trail Riverdale 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on State Farm Prep Sports.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850 and let me save you money and time.
With service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams. Give me a call at 615-898-1150 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports brought to you tonight by good neighbor State Farm Agent Alex Williams. He's located at 403 St. Clair Street. State Farm Agent Alex Williams, 615-898-1150. And that's AlexWilliamsInsurance.com.
It's Brian Barrett. That's me. The voice you just heard was John Dinkins. And we're here for State Farm Prep Sports. Whether you're listening on WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSradio.com, or whether you're watching on Big G TV, YouTube, Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Like that YouTube page. It costs you nothing, but it helps us a ton to reach more people with our local Rutherford County content, whether it be sports or local shows. Matthias Goodhart to lead it off. First pitch gets away. It's a ball and no strikes. It's Goodhart, Spink, and Underwood. And Lane Veron gets this one on the outer half, across at 84 miles an hour. And it's 1-1. My play-by-play is almost done, and John has been warming up the pipes.
I have.
Strike 2 in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allergies I haven't really had drainage, but my voice has been weird today.
I played golf today. It got me.
This pitch well inside to even it up at 2 apiece.
You could go to the car wash every single day.
Well, I went today and because my car was embarrassing. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Latias. And the pitch to him. It is strike 3. So Lane Veron strikes out the first batter this inning. He did the same thing back in the third. So Lane has kind of settled in here.
He has really. He's gotten more control of the plate.
D8.
Had a 3-up, 3-down inning in the third.
Tyson Spink, number 22.
Retired 6 in a row here, I think 7 in a row.
Spink is the batter and takes a strike on the outside corner. Spink, a right-handed batter. Nothing in one.
Left field.
This is a ball. 1-0.
Number 14, Steven Banansky.
I meant to tell you that, and Dave remembered. Banansky is playing at left. He's yet to find the center fielder just yet. There's a strike across.
Now playing center.
I tell you, this stadium is really good about
Cox.
using available space for fans.
Oh, they've used every inch of it, haven't
Another
they?
extension down there on the first base line. Good view of anywhere.
The 1-2 is strike 3 called. Boy, Lane is dealing right now. Back-to-back strikeouts for Varon.
Number 8, Colson Underwood.
And Colson Underwood, your batter. Just to make sure you have the defense for Oakland, Banansky in left, and now Copps goes from left to center field. Those changes happened last inning, actually, or maybe even earlier than that, but I noticed it last inning. There's another one blistered in there, 78. Underwood's sack bunt back in the second helped to eventually get Spink across for the 4th run of the game. This one just a bit high. And it's 1-1. 4-0 Riverdale if you're just tuning in. This one low as well, and it's 2-1. Got you covered wherever you want to listen or watch tonight's game. State Farm Prep Sports, big swing and a miss of that one to even it up at 2 apiece. So deuce is wild here. Can it be another 3-up, 3-down inning for Lane Varon? The pitch. And he swung on it. It's going to get away from Hargrove, but throws to Carver. And it's going to be another strikeout for Lane Varon, and he struck out the side to end the 4th. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Your score through 4 innings complete. Riverdale, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Oakland, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the 5th, and John takes over next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
Okay, our game on WGNS and Big GTV at State Farm Prep Sports, and it is brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Middle Tennessee Christian School, and good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. It's State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, RonReevesInsurance.com, 615-873-1700. And here as we go to the top of the 5th inning, my time is done, is Oakland going to come back and win this, or will Riverdale win this ball game? John Dinkins is going to tell you all about it.
Well, for one thing, it's getting a little late. We're in the 5th, and it'll be Hargrove, Banaski, and the top of the order. So here we go, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play, I think. Yes. Rivas in his 5th inning of work. He's pitched well. No runs given up. That's the big thing. He's given up 3 hits. He's walked 1, and he struck out 3. The wind from the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Just a little low, and it's even at a ball and a strike. 4-0 Riverdale. We're in the 5th. Braves baseball to follow, and I hope we can get them in this tonight. The pitch. Swinging and a miss, and it's 1-2.
We'd really hoped, we wanted to get in the Riverdale Oakland game in this series. They play tomorrow, but the weather tomorrow does not look great, and if we can do a game and not have to battle the weather and let them deal with that. So
1-2 pitches outside.
That's what we have done this week.
I mean, it's a overwhelming decision-making process to do spring sports.
I'd rather had done the game tomorrow because the Braves are off,
right.
So there's no conflict.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So Rivas starts the 5th in very fine fashion with a strikeout. That's his 4th.
Now batting.
And that brings up Banaski.
Stephen Banaski.
Well, Banaski is – he struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The right-handed batter steps in there. Rivas gets the sign and the wind in the pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes.
I'm just glad to finally get from you. It's a tedious process.
It is a tedious process. You have to have meetings and things and discussions. And then we worry about, we do have a life sometimes. And
what's that?
You know.
That's true. Today it was, where is Pop's going to drop off Lena? That was my dilemma.
Next week I have a conflict on a Monday. Swung on, popped up. Is he going to stay in play? And it is not. It is not going to be. And somebody shouted like I did about the same time, but the ball goes out of play. You okay? 2 balls and a strike.
Choked up my lifesaver. It was the umpire.
They're going to find you one day and just said, well, what happened to him? Well, he sucked on a lifesaver and killed over.
You can't choke on one. It's got a hole in it.
Oh, that's right. 2 balls and a strike.
That's why you can give babies Cheerios.
To Banaski. Oakland needs to get some base runners. Mac Hawks would love that as well. The wind and the pitch from Rivas. Swung on, popped up again, but it's going to be out of play. The Insani 3-run homer has been the big difference in this one. They got 3 runs in the first and 1 in the second, Riverdale did. Two balls, 2 strikes to Banaski. The wind by Rivas and the pitch to the plate. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, I think I can still make Monday's game, but I might be a little late.
Well, John, I hate to even admit, but I can't even remember if we have one scheduled. We do have one scheduled.
Oh, there's like 16 scheduled next week. Pitches a ball, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sun setting here at Riverdale. Well, we've got some great facilities in Rutherford County, that is for sure. And this is one of them. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That goes inside, sails inside. Banaski draws a walk. That's the second walk given up by Rivas. So with 1 out, the runner's at first, and that brings up the top of the order, Braxton Griever. They've held him now. He's struck out, and he's grounded back to the mound.
Well, I know if you're a baseball person, whatnot, the bottom of the order, you really want to try to keep them off the base paths
Correct.
if you can, especially if the top of the order is going to get back or get out there. You don't want anybody on when they come up if you're the defense.
The stretch from Rivas, the pitch. Swung on, had a good cut and fouled it back out of play. 4-0 Riverdale. We're in the top half of the fifth. Braves lead the Marlins 2-0. That's in the top of the fourth. On our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, the pitch. Just outside, and the count even at a ball and a strike. I don't think Bonansky's going to be going anywhere, down by 4. Rivas gets a sign, or actually, Insani gets a sign from the dugout now to Rivas. And the pitch. Breaking pitch in there, and it's a strike. May have been a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Siegel got a 5-4 win over Rockville last night in district play. So they're playing game 2 of that 3-game series at Rockville tonight.
Pitch didn't go. It's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Siegel and Riverdale play baseball next week. Is that the last district series next week? I think so. That just is unbelievable to me. At least there's some time in between when you've played your district opponents in the tournament now, instead of playing right up until time.
There's a swing and a high drive to right field. On his horse is Jones. He's under it, right in fair territory for out number 2. So 2 out in the inning. Griever hit it well, but flies out to right. And that brings up Asher Evans, who is struck out and popped up. I'll tell you, if you can control the top 4 hitters in Oakland's lineup, you've got a good shot at winning against them, because all 4 of those guys can hit. Wayman is 2 for 2 tonight. And then you got a Campbell there in the 5th spot. Not I'm saying that they all can't hit, but I'm saying those are the ones that
consistently are delivering.
Swung on, popped up right side. Calling for it over there is Dreiling. He's got it for out number 3, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, and they strand 1. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's Riverdale 4, Oakland nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're catching up with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive, another one of our great local businesses.
Yeah, it's a big family business. Knowing that my grandparents started it, to see it evolve and what it is now, it's just been really cool, and I love it. It's just something I'm very passionate about, and customers have been great to us as well.
Whether it's a quick meal, feeding the whole family, or catering, Rick's Barbecue can handle it all.
It's really something I'm really passionate about, very blessed and thankful for.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a Sheriff's Office that really sets the standard. Early voting starts April 15th through the 30th, and the primary is May the 5th. I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer J.M. Stewart.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, along with Franklin's Printworks, as well as our friends at SRM Concrete, locally grown, nationally known. You can listen each pregame and postgame for the SRM Concrete solid performers.
Brian, I have a question for you.
What's that, John?
How many days off does David Limbaugh have? If you're talking about when he's not here in the Limbaugh Lounge,
right?
I mean, he does summer baseball.
Right. 21, Caleb Rivas.
He does basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
I don't know if he does as much basketball now. I know he does the full football season.
Well, you can ask him.
But I mean, I've seen him at some basketball games. But but yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I have seen him there a lot at basketball, though. Now that you say it.
Yeah, I've never missed it. I don't know of one he's missed. Here's the pitch. Pitch is outside, gets away, but no harm done. And we've got Mr. Rivas leading off. He flied out, had a sacrifice fly and an RBI back in the second. Pitch is low, and it's 2-0. Ron still on for Oakland. I can't see how many pitches he had, but how many does he have up there, Brian? 60?
That's 60.
That was low, and it's 3-0 now to the leadoff hitter in the fifth.
In 2 more pitches, he will match the number of pitches that Rivas has through 5 innings.
Yeah.
So he's definitely had to throw more tonight.
3-0. That's strike called on the inside corner, and Rivas can't believe it. In fact, he's probably asking why he didn't get some of those calls. 3 balls and a strike. We're instigators, aren't we?
Well, I don't think Caleb would ask the umpire that.
Swung on, foul back on that 3-1 pitch, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Going to the bottom of the fourth, the Braves lead 2-0 over the Marlins. That's in Atlanta. They'll be off tomorrow, and then they travel to Philadelphia, I believe. That's always a fun trip. The pitch jammed him, and he fouled it at the plate.
I think I'd rather be playing the Phillies right about now, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Or the Mets, for that matter.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
What's going on in the division? I haven't even kept up with that.
Braves are 2 games in front of everybody, I think.
Okay.
4 in front of the Mets.
What do you mean, the rebuilt Mets that were built for the postseason, were built for a World Series run?
Wow. Swing and a foul tipped it. Yep, stayed alive. Just got a piece of it. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Mets fans are the most annoying that you could ever meet.
Wow. I got a nephew that's a Mets fan, and he's annoying. Pitches a ball outside, and Rivas walks. See if they get a pinch runner for him.
Shortstop, number 3, Noah George.
They are.
First walk, is that right? Do I have that right? First walk for Ron?
Yes.
Got a runner at first.
It's number 6, John. I'm trying to find his.
First runner, first base, number 6, Noah Utley.
Yes, Noah Utley.
Four nothing Riverdale. We're in the bottom half of the fifth, and Riverdale trying to get a few more in here. Utley's at first. Squared to bunt. 1 ball, no strikes, held back on it.
John, you know the only thing worse than a Mets fan? A Cubs fan.
Oh, man. Wow.
Didn't hear that, did he? Oh, Murph. Might have known Murph is a Cubs fan.
Murph gave you a look.
Oh, I thought he
throw over, runner back. No, Murph didn't. I don't think he liked that too much. You won't get a hamburger next time we're over here. 1-0 pitch. Did you hear him? 1 ball, 1 strike to count as Noah George trying to bunt Utley over to second. There's nobody out here in the fifth.
John, I have worked at WGNS since 1994.
Yeah.
I saw something that I've never seen before.
Yesterday?
Okay. Yes, yesterday. I drive and I pull into the parking lot and I get out of the car and I look across the street.
Swung on, fly ball, shallow right on his horse. Can he get there? No, it's going to drop. Utley's going to go to third at least. Nice try by Wayman, but he couldn't get there. And runners are at first and third, give a single to George. So he tried to bunt 3 times, but winds up getting a single, a little shallow blooper into right field. And now Riverdale's got a chance to blow this thing open. Nobody out, runners at first and third. And here is Goodhart. Liam is singled, stole a base, and he's flied to right. He's also scored a run.
And has 6 homers on the season. going to be a little conversation from Mac Hawks in the dugout. He's coming out to talk with Lane.
That gives us time to talk about our friends over at Ideas Tees.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a pitching change here, but Ideas Tees, whenever there is an inkling of that, they bring you the conversation here. And
it's the Inkling Ideas report.
I guess. It would go along with the eye of Ideas Tees. They're the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items. You know, they can do embroidery, screen printing, put your logo on just about anything. You have, maybe your workplace, you want to give everybody some logoed polos or something like that. Or I know that they were, this winter, we're working on some big Carhartt jackets and embroidering a logo on that for some workers. Maybe you got a school team, sports team, whatnot. They can help you out. Ideas Tees. They're at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. And you can go a few doors down to Raider Tees to get all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise at Raider Tees.
They got some neat stuff over there, I'm telling you.
Well, if it's got the Middle Tennessee logo on it and you want it, they've got it.
So runners at first and third, nobody out here in the fifth. And here's Goodhart stepping in. Right-handed hitter, the pitch to him. Outside, runner going, and they don't even make an attempt. They actually cut it off. As Braybender got over, he was thinking maybe they might try to go from third, and they did not. So now 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Goodhart. Baran from the stretch, the pitch. Swung on, chopped over the third baseman's head. It's going to score a run, may score 2. Wow, George is flying around, and the throw is cut off. They get him at second, however, for the first out. So give him a single, 2 RBIs, and thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. But he does get the 2 RBIs because it came in before he was thrown out. And it makes it 6-0. So the walk hurts Lane. George scores for 2 runs here in this inning. 6-0 Riverdale. Only 1 out. Nobody on, however. The pitch is a strike called. This is Insani. Had the big blast in the first, a 3-run homer. Pitch is inside, low.
Continuing that first thing I've ever seen in all my years at WGNS. I get out of the car, look across the street where the grocery store is, and I see a duck and 10 little ducklings walking across the parking lot.
Well, they're tearing up the river down through there, you know.
Yeah.
They've got to find someplace. Wonder where they were going. Maybe go to the bank?
I think they went to the grocery store.
Oh,
and
did
she
they?
fed them at the grocery store,
Yeah.
and they were walking back home. You never know what you'll see downtown Murfreesboro.
That's high and outside, and Baran falls behind, 3 balls and a strike.
Do you ever want to bring a lawn chair and just pull up and do some people watching?
Well, that's true.
You'll get asked for money, but
3-1, shot to third. Oh, scooped up, bobbled now. The throw across is going to be in time. Nice play by Griever, staying with that ball. And there's 2 out in the inning.
Third baseman 5, Davis Wilson.
And here's Davis Wilson lined out to the second baseman, flied out to the left in the third. He's 0 for 2.
you were mentioning the seating here at Riverdale, not only down the side, but you've got some seating area in the outfield too, or at least where you can stand and watch the game.
Oh, yeah.
The deck out there.
Swing and foul back. 0-1. You know, there was a house for sale close to my sister. She lives real close. And they have their backyard backs up to the softball field. I really wanted to buy that house. Yep, you're right, David. I could sit out on the deck and watch a softball game.
Yeah.
But I would miss David a lot if I didn't get can't see the baseball field from there. 2 balls and a strike. Well, I bet it. Two balls and a strike, 2 out, nobody on. The pitch swung on and missed, and the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson. 2 runs are in on 2 hits and a walk. Goodhart's had a good game tonight, too. Here's the pitch. Swung on, drilled into right center field in a tough spot. Nobody's going to get there. Wilson going to have at least 2, and he is going to stand there with the stand-up double. So another hit. Braun has had a rough inning.
Matt Cox making his way out here, John, and it looks like it's going to be the IDST's call to the bullpen. And it certainly is. The day is going to be complete for Lane Veron here.
All right, we'll take a timeout, and we'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back here on State Farm Prep Sports. It's 6-0 Riverdale over Oakland.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too, and I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Each team knows which play will be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-900-0877 to make the winning move that can save you time and money.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Rutherford County Schools Innovative Pathways, award-winning athletics, a commitment to every student. Rutherford County Schools is preparing the next generation for success in college and beyond. Explore the programs and schools defining the RCS difference at rcschools.net. Who's the new pitcher, Brian?
That would be Josh Eilers, John, your new pitcher for the Oakland Patriots. Here, where's number 7, actually came in to pinch run a bit earlier. Eilers is right-handed pitcher, a senior, 5'11", 145.
We'll give you that line in just a minute on Lane Veron. Went 4 2/3 innings, we know that. At 6 runs given up, at least to this point. The runner at second belongs to him. There's 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Riverdale leading comfortably 6-0 right now.
His issue was not walks or hit batters. He had 1 walk and 1 hit batter. Now, this inning it came back to bite him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he walked a ton of people. But now Riverdale's been able to hit the ball. 7 hits off of him tonight.
It's a weird game.
But he had 2 innings where he shut him down.
3 straight hits in the first inning, but the big blow was that 3-run homer.
Yeah.
And then he kind of settled down until this inning.
He struck out 4 of the 6 batters faced in the 3rd and 4th innings.
From the stretch, here's Eilers trying to get out of this Oakland jam here. The pitch swung on, foul back out of play, and it's 1-0. 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Just 2 more shots at it for Oakland, 6 more outs for Riverdale.
This is Eilers' second appearance in the game. He came in to pinch run earlier. So he's been a little bit of everywhere tonight.
Here's the stretch, the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0 Braves in the top of the 5th, but Marlins are threatening. Bases loaded, 1 out. Never an easy game, never. The pitch, low and inside or outside. And the count now, 2 balls and a strike. Eilers checks that runner down at second. The pitch, high. One ball, make that 3 balls and a strike.
Bottom of the 4th, John, on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Siegel leads Rockvale 7-4.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. High fly ball right field. Should be an easy one for Wayman. He's under it. He's got it. And the inning is over. But Riverdale gets 2 more runs on 3 hits. There was a walk in the inning, and 1 man is left. We played 5. Riverdale 6. Oakland nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. My team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. We've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
From one State Farm agent to another, good neighbor State Farm agent Emerson Williams bringing you this half inning. He's located in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. State Farm agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. And our game on WGNS and Big GTV brought to you also in part by Sir Pizza, Craig's Tax Service, Donut Country, and Parks Auction. John, have you ever noticed the last 2 weeks I've kind of craved donuts? And we had them every week. I could have had donuts every week for like 30 straight weeks.
Yeah.
And now I want them.
Yeah. That's because you can't have them.
Because I can't have them, I guess, or because they're not there.
All zeros on the board for Oakland. They only have 3 hits against Rivas. And he's walked 1. He's struck out 4. And he's here in the 6th. Does a little stretching out on the mound. And he's going to face Andrew Carver, who popped up and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Sonny with the sign. Ball gets away. No harm done. Nobody on. 1 ball, no strikes. Carver, Wayman, and Campbell, the 3, 4, 5 hitters. So a tough few hitters here to get through here in the 6th. The wind and the pitch from Rivas. There's a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike. Here's a pitch, a liner into left field and a base hit. Carver with the leadoff single here in the 6th. 4th hit given up by Rivas.
That is the 3rd time through 6 innings that Oakland has had the leadoff guy aboard, and they've only got
number 2, Caden Wayman.
Well, 3rd base is as far as they've gotten with any of them.
Well, the Brave score is freaking me out because now they've changed it. I don't. We got it 2-0 still, so I know I saw 2-1. Pitch is low inside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. They get a runner down there for Carver? I don't think so. No. Okay. Here's Wayman. He's had a good night. Double and a single. He's 2 for 2.
And it's 2-0 bottom of the 5th.
That was so weird. Swung on, fouled. I'm not seeing things.
Well, I saw ducks yesterday.
Well, yeah.
So,
but that's you. I mean,
I see things all the time.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-0 Riverdale, and Rivas allowed a leadoff single by Carver.
I see dead people.
The 1-1 pitch swung on, trying to go the other way with it and fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to do play-by-play, and you got some weird stuff going on. I don't understand.
Well, that's just what popped into my mind.
Try just to keep things to yourself, okay?
I'm trying. I'm still thinking about that wasp.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He's not even here anymore.
I know, but I'm still thinking about him.
You're going to go up and change that, get that microphone.
He's got
Love to
CTE.
attack you. There's a line drive and a base hit to right field. So Oakland's got something going here in the 6th. Back-to-back singles.
This is reminiscent of the 4th inning.
And it brings up Savion Campbell. Had a single. He's 1 for 2, lined out in the 2nd.
John Caden Wayman is 3 for 3 today.
Yes, he is.
See, I bring value.
He is vying for that SRM Concrete top performer. And a little powwow on the mound here.
There's going to be a change, I think.
Barry Messer. Let's see who he decides here. We're going to, yeah, he's looking for somebody, I believe.
Somebody came out of the bullpen.
Yeah, we are going to have a change. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. 6-0 Riverdale.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Rutherford County, this is Lakin with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Just like our student athletes work hard on the field and court, I work hard for you, making home loans simple, smooth, and stress-free. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or building your dream home, I'll guide you every step of the way. I'm proud to cheer on our hometown teams, and I'd be honored to cheer you on as you reach your home goals. Call me, Lakin at First Mortgage. Let's get you home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NLMS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Riverdale leads 6-0. Oakland's got something stirring here in the 6th, and Brian's going to tell you all about the new pitcher here.
Well, the new pitcher is Asher Poe. He comes in out of the bullpen, no other changes. Caleb Rivas' day is done through 5 innings.
He has a 4.46 ERA on the year.
So far, for Rivas, no runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. But the runners at first and second will belong to Rivas's line, so it's incomplete at this point. As our game brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Alex Williams, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. So it's Williams, Womack, Middleton, Reeves. It's like they were a law firm.
Yeah, Williams and Williams.
Yeah, Williams, Womack, Middleton.
Well, here's Campbell. Savion, 1 for 2 in the game. He's got runners at first and second, nobody out.
Well, if Oakland's going to put a dent in it, this is the time, don't you think?
Yes, sir. The pitch. Fastball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Asher Poe, right-handed pitcher. Tall, lanky right-hander. And he gets the sign from Insani. From the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in a tough spot. And oncoming making the catch is Jones. That was a nice running catch for out number 1. The runners stayed where they are. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. And here's Brabender, who flied out twice, once to center, once to left.
Got a slew of scores in progress to pass along to you. In baseball, Siegel 7, Rockville 4. These are all games in progress here now. Oakland softball over Rockville 3-0. And Eagleville and Community in softball. The Eagles and the Vi-Queens knotted up at 12 apiece. That's a lot. Interesting to see. They're in the top of the 8th, and Eagleville is tied with Community 12-12 in softball.
Ray Bender takes a strike. It's 0-1.
I guess the bats came out tonight for both teams.
I just got a note from Brad Faulkner, and I've lost it. So send me another one, Brad. There's a strike, 0-2. I lost it somewhere.
Is it a text?
I think it's a pronunciation, maybe, of a name.
Oh.
So send me another one. I thought it was a text, and then it disappeared. Of course, I'm not tech savvy. Pitch is a strike, and it's the 3rd strike, and it is a strikeout for Poe. That was huge. His first strikeout.
Now batting. Center fielder number 21, Gabe Capps.
2 out in the inning. And it brings up Gabe Copps.
Well, that might have been one of them. Let's see.
Right-handed hitter steps in. And the pitch. Breaking the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
There we go. David said Caps, but it's Copps, C-O-P-P-S,
yeah.
like the
Cops and Robbers.
Cops and Robbers. Bad Boys, Bad Boys. That should be his walk-up song.
0-1 the count. Post pitch. Just missed out outside. Count even at a ball and a strike. Well, I don't know. I'm looking for one, then I looked at the Brave score and it was wrong or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I just get a new phone.
I don't understand. I think they must have made an error putting the score up. Here's the pitch. Here's a soft grounder, but it's foul. Griever all over it, but it's foul. I'm sorry, not Griever, but Wilson.
Rivas is at 3rd now.
Now playing third baseman.
Okay, thank you.
Rivas.
I don't know if there were any other changes or not.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 2 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd for Oakland. Poe gets the sign and the pitch. Just missed again on that outside corner.
Now baseman 5, Davis Wilson.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wilson did go to 2nd from 3rd too, John. Defensive changes.
Trying to get that 3rd out here in this inning, here in the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning is over. Oakland fails to score after getting runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out. No runs, 2 hits. There were 2 strikeouts in the inning and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Riverdale leads it 6-0.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Miss Celeste. Always enjoy getting brought back to the game by our great State Farm agents, bringing you State Farm Prep Sports. And thanks to our friends at Sir Pizza. They sponsor our game and during season Coaches Show podcast. You can find those at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen into audio. Sir Pizza, you can find them on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard.
It is Matthias Goodhart. Brad got a hold of me.
Oh, okay.
So thank you, Brad, for that. See, it's great when your listeners, help you out.
Well, he's played a good game tonight. Made several good catches out in the outfield.
The problem was it was on Messenger, and technology, so I'm swinging a foul back, and it's 0-1.
Well, Facebook has not made that very user-friendly, in my opinion.
Messenger?
Yeah.
Well, it just flashed up, and then it was gone. Ooh, I got a thumbs up from him, too. Brad's a good guy.
He likes you, then.
No, I don't know if he likes me, but we do know each other. There's a fastball that just goes over everybody. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Eilers in his second inning of work. And there's a ball, goes to the screen again. 2 balls and a strike. 6-0 Riverdale. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And Oakland's got one more shot at it.
John, today, Brad Willis from Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame was on and talked about the upcoming class, which includes Kermit Davis, former MTSU men's coach, and also David Price, who pitched at Blackman, then went to Vanderbilt, and then to the pros. And Coach Chip interviewed him for like 3 minutes, and he told an interesting story about David Price.
Here's the pitch. Strike called. And the count is even at 2-2.
He went out and he offered David to play basketball at MTSU. And
he could shoot the 3.
Yes, he could. He could play.
2-2 pitch is high and outside. Count is full now.
He helped Blackman win the first city state championship for Murfreesboro in 49 years. But somebody said, have you seen him pitch?
3-2 pitch swung on and missed. And down goes Hargrove for out number 1 here in the – I'm sorry. Got to get the right page here. Jones. No,
that would have been Goodhart.
Yeah, that was Matthias. And here is Spink. And the pitch. There's a drive way back into left field. Is anybody going to get there? No, it's off the wall. And standing there with a double as Riverdale is Spink.
Well, to finish that story, Coach Davis said on that, he said, I hadn't seen it pitch, and so he said, I'm going to go out and watch it pitch. And he went out and
today's attendance.
He said after the game, David said,
we have a baby.
Coach, I appreciate it, but I think I'm pursuing baseball. He said, well, that's the right call. Kermit Davis said, told him that's the right call after watching him pitch. So he could have played mid-major basketball easily.
Running at second base, Bobby Barnes.
Barnes is running down at second for Riverdale. A 1-out double for Spink. And here's Underwood. Colson has sacrificed bunt, and he is struck out. He is the number 8 hitter in the lineup. There's a swing and a chop for foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, John, will get a new home when the new Titan Stadium opens. They're going to be in that facility.
Oh, that'd be great.
So
that's going to be some kind of stadium, isn't it?
Boy, it's they're building a town.
There's a high fly ball, shallow left, and the catch is made for out number 2. Liam, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry. I keep getting the wrong sheet here. I'm sorry. Let's do it this way. Here we go. I'm trying to pull it over to one side. So Underwood is out on a fly ball to left, and here is Rivas. All you got to do is just swap pages, and I'm trying to be lazy. Swing and a miss to Rivas, 0-1. Rivas had a good night on the mound tonight. And he is part of a shutout going on right now for Riverdale.
He's playing third now, and he scored a run, drove in a run. So, good night.
Pitch is a ball low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Brad Willis, who was on today, was talking about that new Titan Stadium, and I mean, it's built for there to be events every day. I mean, you're going to have shopping. You're going to have. I mean, it's a daily destination.
It's the football battery, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every ball gets away, and Barnes is going to go to third. So that makes it a little tougher for Eilers. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Rivas.
And it's going to be perfectly situated for a new baseball stadium right next door when they tear down the current Titan Stadium, if that ever happens.
I'll never understand. Buildings get torn down for another one. Progress. Ball is outside. 3-1 now. Yeah, Progress is, I guess, part of it.
I'm kind of a fan of tearing down buildings for another one.
Oh, well,
personally.
Yeah.
But I may never see that.
So you're not going to have some sadness when you see it go?
A
lot of memories there, Brian.
It's going piece by piece now, so.
How many years you been there, 37?
No, 27.
I was trying to make you older than you are.
Thanks.
3 balls and 1 strike. Eilers with the pitch. Rivas with a good cut, but comes up empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out in the inning. Barnes is out at third. After the Spink double, he ran for him. Trying to tack on another run. Eilers from the stretch. Now time is called. Rivas wanted to get some dirt. There is no dirt. 3-2 swung on, foul back.
He just did that one to stay alive. He wasn't really fully ready when he got in there, and he just popped it away.
Well, he crowds that play, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. His toes halfway across the line.
3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Rivas caught looking. Another strikeout for Eilers. And we're going to the 7th. There was no runs, by the way. 1 hit, a double, and 1 left. We're going to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Patriots. It's 6-0 Riverdale.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, along with our friends at Dr. Automotive.
Going to the 7th inning here, and it's going to be Hargrove to lead off, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Bonansky, and then Griever. Pope in relief of Rivas, and he only has to get 3 outs here. 6-8-0 for Riverdale, 0-5-0 for Oakland. Poe looks in. And Sani, and the pitch is a strike called. I'm not sure that Hargrove agreed with that call necessarily. Live here from the reservation tonight. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. He's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. Riverdale wins this. Brian, they improved to 3-2, I believe, in the district race.
That is correct.
And you said Siegel was leading Rockville midway through, 5th inning or so.
Um,
7-4, I believe.
They were. And
fouled back. Still 0-2.
Community in the shootout with Eagleville softball wins 14-12. And it's Siegel 7, Rockville 4, so that's still the score there.
The 0-2 pitch from Poe. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Boy, Poe is bringing some gas here. And that's his, I think, 3rd strikeout. I didn't get the last out of that 5th inning, so I can't tell you for sure. Brian's got it, though. He's got it all covered here on our Prentice Allsup Heating Air postgame show coming up at the conclusion of this game. We'll be joining the Braves in progress. They've not moved too far along. Here's the pitch. Swung on, shot to second by the second baseman. Great effort by Dreiling, but I'm make that that's not Dreiling, that's Jones, isn't it? Or no, Wilson, yeah. And it's a 1-out single.
That's Banansky, who has been in that 9 hole tonight.
He's done a good job. He's reached base twice. And it brings up the top of the order in Griever. Griever struck out, bounced to the mound, and flied out to right. You don't often see him 0 for 3. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. And the Braves are still leading 2-0 over the Marlins. It's in the top of the 6th. There are 2 on in the top of the 6th with 2 outs, though. The pitch. Strike called, outside corner. Count even at a ball and a strike. Poe gets a sign from Insani. They're holding Banansky down there at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He's out in front now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know we talked about next week, but we really don't have any idea right now, as of right now.
Yeah, I always have to wait on the weather. We do have several games scheduled, softball and baseball for you next week.
The 1-2 pitch. With a fewer teams and we had a week later start.
Yes.
It feels like we haven't done any really, but we have. Well, this is like number 8, I guess, 7, 2, 4, 6. Maybe 6 or 5 or 6.
I think we've gotten in 2 a week.
Trust me, we'll have it there by the end of the season. Here's a high pop, shallow right, and it looks like Wilson's going to make that catch, and he does for out number 2. So 2 out, and the last hope for the Patriots is Asher Evans. Struck out, popped up, and grounded to second. Those 2 are 0 for 6, 0 for 7 now, and that doesn't happen often. Poe with the stretch, the pitch. Just missed inside. And it's 1-0. It's been a well-played game tonight, though, Brian. I mean, there have been some well-hit balls, but it's been played well defensively. The pitch. Low. 2-0.
Well, the evidence of that are no errors for either team.
You know, thank you, Brian.
I wasn't trying to be Captain Obvious there.
It kind of sounded like it a little bit.
I really
like
wasn't.
Being ugly. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, you can have sloppy games and they don't get called errors sometimes too. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Poe in relief of Rivas, trying to save this one for him. You've got all the stats ready, don't you, Brian?
All but the pitching lines here.
If he does get this at last out, or
yeah, I mean we can go right into the post-game show if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Well, Oakland may win this game.
Out here.
No, I'll say that Oakland gets 7 runs. There's a strike called, and Evans couldn't believe it. Already threw the bat down, but he's going to stand back in there. 3-1. 3-0 Braves now, but I'm not sure. But I have it 3-0 Braves over the Marlins.
Bottom of the 6th.
The stretch of pitch from Poe. Bouncer to the mound. And this is going to do it. The flip to first. And that's your ball game. The final score, Riverdale 6, Blackman nothing. And Riverdale goes to 3-2. Oakland goes to 1-4 in the district. Well-pitched game by the Riverdale Warriors. And now, without any interruptions, it's time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Take it away, Jackson.
The final whistle has blown. Now it's time to break down all the action on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Stats, highlights, scores, everything you need to relive tonight's action. Brought to you by Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. From heating to cooling, they service all major brands and often provide same-day service. Their Rheem Pro team is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable in every season. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your hometown comfort pros on West College Street. Now back to the primetime sports team to wrap up tonight's action.
And we are back. Didn't take long, did it? 6-0, the final score. Riverdale defeats Oakland. And a big win for Riverdale now. And the series is even at a game apiece. They'll play the rubber game of the match tomorrow evening. So if you don't have anything to do, you get to see Riverdale Oakland coming. That'll be at Oakland, I guess, tomorrow. And it's time for our SRM Concrete Solid Performer. Brian, I'm going with Insani for Riverdale.
Okay, that was the one I needed to make sure you gave me a little help with. Of course, that 3-run home run was a big one.
I just think it was so important. I mean, it just got everything off to a rousing start for the Warriors.
Well, they won 6-0, so it was half of the runs.
Correct. So what have you got for Oakland?
Caden Wayman tonight, 3 for 3 at the plate, was a bright star for the Oakland offense, who had only 5 hits in the game, and he had 3. They had 6. He had half of their hits tonight, 2 doubles and a single. So Caden Wayman.
All right, Insani and Wayman are our SRM Concrete Solid Performers, locally grown, nationally known. SRM Concrete. They're out here to help us every night. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Brian, the first inning, but I thought the Riverdale pitching was really solid tonight.
Well, it was. Not only did the pitching staff not have to, I mean, their offense made it a pretty comfortable night for the pitching staff. And when I say staff, 5 innings from Rivas tonight. Only gave up 5 hits for Oakland, and they were scattered through the game. And you know, maybe it's the Riverdale defense too that should give a tip of the cap, because Oakland had the leadoff guy aboard in the second, in the third, with 1 out in the fourth, and also in the 6th inning. So Oakland had some threats out there, but pitching staff and Riverdale defense really came through tonight, as well as the offense with a 6-0 win.
That's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be complex. If you haven't gotten it in, some have filed late, so they can still help you. It's smart to get expert help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparations, as well as financial and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233 or check out craigstaxservice.com. They'll answer any question you might have as well.
On that tax thing, I just updated a story today, and we had the story on earlier. Because of the ice storm, you can file a little later.
Yeah.
But talk to your tax professional at Craig's Tax Service about it.
And if you've missed part of the game, you can head to WGNSSports.com and click on the Surf Pizza podcast button to listen, watch, or download. You can also check the archives for past games. Don't forget, you can order your favorite pizza online. Visit surfpizzatn.com for carry-out or delivery. And better yet, download their app to start earning reward points. Find Surf Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Final score here, 6-0 Riverdale, and Brian's got all the stats for you. And the winning pitcher tonight for Riverdale was Rivas.
Well, here we go with all of those stats, and they're coming to you courtesy of JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates, along with Fans Heating and Air and Winners Trophies. First of all, for the Oakland Patriots tonight, 1 for 3 for Andrew Carver, 3 for 3 for Caden Wayman, our SRM Concrete Solid performer. 1 for 3, Savion Campbell had a single in the game. And also Mr. Banaski was 1 for 2 with a walk on the evening. For the pitching staff, Lane Baron, 4 2/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 7 hits, struck out 4, walked 1, hit 1. And Josh Eilers in his inning and a third of relief, no runs, just 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. Now for the Riverdale Bats, they were pretty active tonight. 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored for Noah George. Andy was hit by a pitch and had 2 stolen bases. Liam Goodhart was 2 for 3 with a single, 2 singles, scored a run and drove in 2. Let's see, Jay Insani, of course, with that 3-run homer. He was 1 for 3 with a run scored, 3 driven in. 1 for 2 for Davis Wilson on the night with a double. 2 for 3, a double and a single for Tyson Spink with a run scored. And Caleb Rivas, not only on the mound, I'll tell you his line in a second, but at the plate, he was 0 for 2, but wound up scoring a run because of the walk. They walked him lead off in the 5th. And he also drove in a run with a sac fly RBI. Rivas tonight in his 5 innings pitched, no runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Asher Poe in his 2 innings of relief, no runs, a hit, and 3 strikeouts. So Riverdale improves to 3-2 in district play, and it's a very important rubber match because this is right now a battle for 2 and 3. I don't know what happened with Rockvale tonight, and Siegel was winning. But, tomorrow is a very important game over at Oakland to win the series because it could come down to some tiebreaker for 2 or 3 seed, or maybe even to win the district because, Riverdale and Siegel have yet to play. They play next week, and they are leaders in the district. That's the 20th win of the year for Riverdale, 20-10-1. Oakland falls to 8-18, and they are 1-4 in district play. And that's a look at the stats that we have for you. A quick look at what's going on right now on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. I gave you the community win over Eagleville softball. Oakland softball leads 3-0 over Rockvale, and Siegel's lead is now 9-4 over Rockvale in baseball. A few of the scores, we'll have them at WGNSradio.com/scoreboard. And that's it for me.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. And we'll, look at WGNS Radio or our website for update on when we're going to have games next week, weather permitting. 3-0 so far in the Braves game. We're going to join them in just a second. For Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and David Limbaugh, by the way, thanks for all his help as always. And for Jackson Smith back at the station. So long, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.